Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a brand new video. So I wanted to pick up the camera right now because today is actually moving day -1. So we officially leave this house tomorrow. We are in quite a mess. We went and signed our paperwork this morning for our mutual exchange Wales end. In the Midlands, we actually went up there on Monday and signed the paperwork. It is 2 sets of paperwork because it's 2 councils, so it's been a bit of a nightmare. This morning we've also had our council engineer out to do our electric check. We've had our EV charger engineer uninstall our EV charger because we do need to take that to our new property. That, by the way, was very, very expensive, way more expensive than I thought it would be, and turns out we couldn't just use any electrician. We needed to use the electrician for that particular charger, otherwise we'd lose the warranty, so that was a bit annoying. But we've had him out, so that's done, and we have also had a gas and electric engineer out to uninstall our cooker because that is a gas, well, it's a combi cooker, it's gas and electric, so we wanted to make sure it was done safely. So that's 3 things done. The rest really is getting this house packed up and ready to go by tomorrow. Tomorrow we have, I believe, a gas engineer coming out to do our gas check, and then we can leave. So yeah, hopefully it all goes smoothly. There's still 1 or 2 things that need to fall into place for this to all actually run smoothly. This is the current state of our bedroom, and it's actually going to get much emptier than this by the end of the day. The plan is to actually move everything in this room bar our mattress downstairs, and we're actually going to set up Avery's blow-up bed, her travel blow-up bed, which has come in handy for so many things, by the way. We're going to blow that up here, and we're actually going to make a setup for Avery upstairs because we're going to take the TV off the wall downstairs and use downstairs as storage. We have a lot of stuff up here still, and because it's going to be my dad, my brother and Josh and possibly my nephew here on Friday loading the van, we want to make sure as much is downstairs as possible. I will be up country exchanging the keys and hopefully giving the new house a good clean, ready for when our flooring is to be installed, because we do have to install new flooring because the property as it is doesn't have any flooring, which, you know, it was kind of exchange as seen. We've kind of agreed with the other tenants purely for the fact that we really wanted the house, so we're fine to get new flooring. So that is all sorted. We're having that installed within the next week. I still need to arrange an engineer to install our cooker on the other end. It's been stressful, guys, I'm not gonna lie. The last few days especially have been very, very, very stressful. I had to go to the hospital yesterday to get my maternity notes photocopied because the photocopies is all I am allowed to take with me out of Wales. I'm not allowed to take my full notes. I spoke to my consultant for the last time yesterday, and she kind of wrote in the notes that were then photocopied for me what the plan was going to be here, and we're hoping that my maternity care can kind of just transfer over, and hopefully they can arrange a really similar setup that end. Particularly the main thing that we really were pleased with and we really want to make sure happens over there is the consultant did plan to have me and the baby in hospital for 3 to 4 days, which I would have done anyway after he is born, but to have the paediatricians, neonates kind of do a few extra tests on him just to make sure nothing's missed. Because we still don't know if anything was missed with Avery, so we really don't want to take any chances. So we're hoping that we can get that set up there as well. But yeah, it's all chaos and it's all go. This is the current state of Avery's bedroom, and if you guys have seen any of my previous videos, which I know a lot of you have, then you'll know what her room looked like before and just how much of a state this is in comparison. We are leaving all of the blinds up for the new tenants. We just figured it's not likely that the blinds are going to fit the windows in the new property anyway, and I would like to move away from Venetian blinds. After having Venetian blinds in this house for the best part of the last year, I've just realised how annoying it is to keep them clean and dust free. So yeah, I'm going to try and avoid Venetian blinds if I can, but who knows. But yeah, so I just wanted to pick up the camera today because I know as of now it is just going to be all systems go, and I don't know if I'm going to have time to film at all. I still have footage from I think 2 videos that I haven't even touched or started to edit yet. So yeah, I'm hoping there won't be too much of a gap between my videos, but it's just been busy, and it's only going to get worse because as soon as we get to the new property, we have to get it kind of comfortable, livable, and then baby ready. And then before we know it, baby will be here. So I just feel like we're just not going to have any spare time in the next few weeks, which is fine. We just have to prioritise. The kids are all healthy and happy. That is the main thing. I am healthy and happy. I do have to go back on iron tablets though, because my iron is actually a little bit lower than it was before I took my last lot of iron tablets, so it is coming down, which isn't good. But I feel okay. I do have to take a lot more breaks than what I would if I wasn't pregnant. I get to the point where, you know, I've done maybe an hour's worth of work and then I have to sit down and I have to just chill for a little bit, which is fine. I just need to listen to my body and make sure I rest when I need to. But yeah, so I better get cracking because we literally only have today and we don't know how long of tomorrow yet until we're leaving, because we plan to leave as soon as the gas engineer's been. So yeah, wish us luck. Hello from our new house. We're in. We have been here now, well, I say been here. We got the keys to the place on Friday and it is currently Wednesday, so almost a week we've had the keys. However, we only actually moved in yesterday, so the house when we got the keys was, well, it was gross, guys. So this was a mutual exchange, and if you're from the UK, you'll know what a council mutual exchange is. It's basically a straight swap, house for house, and we were under the impression that the tenants in this house were going to be getting rid of all of their rubbish that was outside. That's what they said, and that's what they were told to do by the housing officer. Not only did they not do that, they also dumped a hell of a lot more stuff outside. So I'm talking large appliances, fridge freezers, TVs, chairs. There's so much rubbish outside that we have now had to sort out with the council. The house itself is also filthy. We were not comfortable bringing Avery into this house until yesterday, and that is after days of scrubbing. Me and my mum and my sister-in-law came over one day to help as well, just scrubbing the house top to bottom, and also having all new flooring put in upstairs and downstairs. That is all done now, so we're in, and it's starting to feel a little bit more like a house now and less like, I don't even want to say, because honestly guys, it was gross, and there was obviously a bit of a fruit fly infestation too when we moved in. I don't know if that was from mouldy food that had been lying around for too long, or the smell was bad in here. Like, it was awful. And we didn't exchange the keys at the house, we exchanged the keys elsewhere, which meant we didn't see the house. We obviously came to view it, and things never seem to look as bad than when there's furniture in. But basically any rubbish removal, things like that, they're classed as kind of like a dispute between tenants. The council don't tend to get involved. So we've had to kind of deal with that ourselves. Same with the cleaning. There's a lot of things that need repaired. all of that to say, I still don't regret the decision. Just being here for the last 5 days, we have had so much support from my family. My mum has been helping me almost every day cleaning and looking after the boys for me. My sister-in-law has had Avery for a few days, and it's been really, really helpful. So we've managed to get an awful lot done in the last few days. Today was quite a big day in terms of appointments. I had an appointment with a CCN, and we went over everything in terms of what Avery needs, all of her care, adaptations. She's written a big long list, and Avery is actually going to be placed within the palliative care team here. Now that sounds a lot scarier than it is. It is simply because of the type of conditions that Avery has, but it just means that she is going to get access to a lot more professionals, which is amazing. I've also had a midwife appointment, so I'm getting, you know, into the kind of maternity system here and getting things set up here, which is great. Definitely for the best, since I'm 37 weeks and 1 day pregnant now, and I'm definitely feeling it. Although, considering we've been flat out for the last few days, I'm doing okay. I don't feel like I've pushed myself too hard. As a matter of fact, I feel like my body's gotten used to the labour now, as in general labour, not kind of birth labour. But yeah, it's going okay. So I just wanted to pop it on here because honestly I don't know when I'm going to get the chance to film again. I really want to be able to kind of show you guys any kind of like bigger projects that I'm doing, but the ones, there's some that I just I didn't have time to even pick up the camera, because things like our bedroom, you know, the floors, bits and bobs like that, it just needed to get done so that we could move in. So I'm currently in the process of building bedside tables or bedside drawers for mine and Josh's room. There are a lot of projects that I want to do in this house, but they are going to be kind of placed on the back burner until after baby comes, because I want to be able to take my time with them. And as it stands, I have 3, possibly even 2 weeks to kind of get in the position where we're baby ready. So I just want to get all of the rooms livable and comfortable and clean. And then I want to be able to do a little bit of nesting, because 37 weeks and I don't even have a crib assembled in sight, so I need to crack on. So my main focus at the moment is our bedroom, just so that I can set up a bedside nursery and make sure we're ready for when baby boy comes, because who knows, he could still arrive early. He is not engaged, but that doesn't really mean anything since it's my 4th baby, because there is more room, because I've had more children. He can kind of engage and disengage quite often up until my due date. But yeah, just trying to get baby ready. Avery has been an absolute angel. But yeah, that is my update for today. But like I said, I do plan to try and film some of my bigger projects. I've got plans for the kitchen. I've got plans for this bedroom. What I'm doing with it right now is just kind of to get it set up. Avery's and the boys' bedroom will not be decorated probably until after the baby is born. So those are big projects. The bathroom needs a fair bit of work. I've got plans for the entire house, so I am really hoping to be able to share those with you guys, and obviously I will do a bit of a house tour. I'm just waiting until we have at least got to the stage where the house is kind of livable, because, well, I mean, it's livable, but, you know, comfortable, not finished but comfortable. I know I said that in the last house and I didn't show you a house tour until we were practically moving out, but this time I'd like to kind of share a bit more of the process of what we're doing. We did get some before pictures, and I think they don't even do the house justice on how kind of bad it was. It is a bigger house. We have realised that now. We've got our furniture in here, the rooms are all much bigger, even the kitchen is bigger, the lounge is bigger, which is great. And the CCN is also going to get the ball rolling in terms of getting an OT out to assess the house for an extension for Avery. So it's all happening, it's all positive, no regrets, but it's been a stressful few days, guys. So I'm going to crack on and get this bedside table finished. I've literally got 2 drawers left to build, and then I'm probably going to call it a day. Yeah, carry on again tomorrow, just trying to get the house baby ready. I would still like to film a nesting vlog or 2, but that is all going to depend on how rushed I am, how much time I actually have left by the time I get round to doing baby things, because at the moment the boys' bedroom is chock-a-block with boxes and crap that we still need to sort out. Our wardrobes are coming on Friday. So we should have some places to put things then. But yeah, so that's the update. We are very, very pregnant. I will be 38 weeks in a couple of days, so it's safe to say we're in the home stretch, and it is starting to get a little bit stressful in terms of just trying to get everything done. Today is the first day where I actually feel as though I've been able to see the progress, just because the house has been in such a mess. I was even able to do some nesting today, which is really nice. I've got baby boy's little bottle washer out in the kitchen, and all of his like kitchen bits like bottles and whatnot are down there. I've still got to sterilise everything, but at least it's there. I have pulled out the baby monitor, and that is now in Avery's room, so at least I know how to use that, and hopefully I will be able to do his little bedside nursery in the next day or so. Because we're at the point now where the house is kind of like not in as much chaos. But quick update for you guys. I have seen the midwife here, the local midwife, and I've got a consultant appointment next week. So my care is consultant led, and I have a growth scan and a consultant appointment next week, and at that appointment we will be booking hopefully my C-section. We've just decided that that is going to be the best thing for us, our family, our situation, and the baby. The more I think about it, the more I'm thinking, when I was in labour with Avery, I had an epidural, so I didn't feel any pressure, but she came out so quickly, like 1 contraction, 3 pushes, less than 5 minutes, that I just wonder how long she was sat in the birth canal for. And you just never know if that, you know, changed anything or caused anything. You never know what was going on with Avery before the cardiac arrest, because all of the tests that she had done were after the fact. By that point, you know, the damage was already done. They wouldn't have been able to find anything. So the plan is to have a C-section, for the whole situation to be very controlled, and then to stay in hospital for a few extra days so that the baby can be checked over by the paediatricians, have a few extra tests, just make sure he is fit and healthy before we're discharged home. Thank you so much to everyone that commented advice and just nice things and well wishes regarding a C-section. I know it's quite controversial when it's a maternal request, but we just need to do what's right for us, what we feel is right for us. So that is the plan. Obviously assuming that baby boy does not decide to make an early appearance. Like I said, I'm almost 38 weeks, so he could literally come any day now. I mean, I'm not gonna lie guys, I am putting my body to work every day just trying to get this house ready. Me and Josh have just been flat out for the last week and a half. But today it kind of feels like it's starting to take shape. Most of our furniture is here. We've just got a few more things that are arriving. I cannot stand flat pack furniture. The amount of flat pack I've built in the last week is just, oh. We've had a few disasters, we've had a few tears, but we're getting there now. We are getting there, and it's starting to feel a little bit more homely. There's obviously a lot of things, a lot of projects I still would really like to get done, but the likelihood is it will be after I've recovered. So that's fine, that's fine, we can make do. I said that I just wanted to have every room kind of livable and functional, and then our bedroom and then the living room to feel cozy, because those are going to be the rooms where we spend most of our time with the baby and with the other kids. So that was what was most important to me. That's my priority, and I do feel like we're getting there. But I'm going to close this vlog out here. I have got so many videos to edit, you guys, so much footage just floating around. I don't even know what's what at the moment. I think I'm about 4 videos behind for editing. I have just not had the time to even open my laptop, let alone edit a video. So there might have been a little bit of a gap in my videos. I'm hoping by the time you've seen this one, they are becoming at least semi-regular again. But the likelihood is, by the time you see this one, baby boy will actually be here, which is a very scary thought. but also really exciting. I'm hoping to give you a little bit of a house tour in the next video, and kind of like walk you through what we've done so far and our plans in this house for the future. We are really hoping that we will never have the need to leave this home. I have already had a really good chat with Avery's new CCN, her new community care nurse, and we've gone through everything that Avery is going to need, including the adaptations. So she's got a big long list of all the referrals that she's going to be making, which I felt was really helpful, just to have that one point of call to, you know, be able to do all of those things that I thought I would have to do myself. In terms of moving Avery and all of her equipment and all of that stuff, we actually ended up taking all of her equipment with us. Now, we're not supposed to do that technically because the equipment belongs to the area, or the council of the area that we lived in before. And because we've moved it here, we can't get it repaired or adjusted or anything like that. Because, you know, it's not from here. We knew that was the case, and we were also advised against taking it with us. But we also know it takes a while for new equipment to come in, for things to be ordered, for Avery to be assessed by OTs and physios and whatnot, and she just can't do without at this point. She's too big, she needs these things. I'm talking like her stander, her expander, her SATS monitor, her bath seat, her wheelchair, all of these things they would have expected, her bed as well, all of these things they would have expected us to go without until we could get something sorted locally, and it just wasn't an option this time around. Avery can't go without. It's not fair to her. It would have, you know, affected her quality of life for who knows how long, so we just kind of took it. Obviously we plan to return it as soon as things are replaced. We will still visit Wales often because we have family there, so we plan to return it, but in the meantime we had to just kind of take it, and everyone was kind of aware we were doing it. Everyone understood why we were doing it, but they also kind of legally had to advise us against it because we weren't supposed to do it. But that is what we did, and yeah, we felt like we had no other choice. In terms of school, that was one of the things on the list that I spoke to Avery's new CCN about, and that was actually one of the top of the list things. We're trying to sort that out, but things do move a bit slower in the summer holidays. It's the same with the boys' applications. I have made applications, and I have a good mind on what schools I want all three of them to go to, because obviously they're all going to be going to 3 separate schools. Avery will go to a special school, Eli's in primary and Zach's in secondary. Eli's process was the easiest because he doesn't have an IDP or an EHCP or anything like that, but it also means that it's more likely for him to be declined if the school doesn't have space, whereas Zach and Avery, because they have funding, Zach in particular, I don't have any worries that he will get into the school that I want him to. The school that I'm applying for Avery might be a bit difficult. I think we may have to appeal, but from what the nurse was telling me, the school has actually been kind of sorry guys, I'm so tired, oversubscribed for the last few years, so I'm hoping I'll be able to get her in. But yeah, I've just completely rambled after I said I'm closing out this vlog, so I hope you enjoyed moving with me. And yeah, sorry things are a little bit kind of sporadic at the moment, please bear with me, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.